Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming to our cool meeting here.
I feel good.
You feel good? All right. We'll start our meeting this evening with the reading of our mission statement, as always. New Philadelphia City Schools will provide all students the opportunity to achieve their highest potential, to become educated, self-sufficient, and responsible citizens. We are committed to providing every student a diverse, quality education within a safe and secure environment through a dedicated, innovative, and highly qualified staff in partnership with parents and the community at large. You'll stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, call the roll.
Mr. McMath?
Here.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. Ricklick?
Present.
Mrs. Schrock? Here. Ms. Fontana?
Present.
We have a quorum.
To have a recommendation to approve the agenda of the regular Board of Education meeting.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any additions or changes or anything? Call the roll.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Ricklick?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting dated July 9th, 2024, and the work session meeting dated July 29th, 2024?
Move.
Second?
I'll second.
Any changes or anything? Call the roll.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Ricklick?
Yes.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, no one signed up for public participation this evening. So treasurer's report.
You'll notice in your folder you have the first month of our fiscal year 25 more completed. That's July financial statements, the key indicator, the cash flow, the check register, and the bank reconciliation. All balances are in balance. We have the approval of contracts with Johnson Controls for fire alarm inspection, maintenance, and fire alarm monitoring, including the installation and setup, in an amount not to exceed $45,000. We have the approval of a contract with Riemann Hager for water and wastewater monitoring and testing at an amount not to exceed $15,000 for fiscal year 25. Approval of an invoice for Kennedy Insurance in the amount of $76,543 for the second semi-annual installment. Approval of commercial paper reporting per the Ohio Revised Code 135.142, which is required reporting to the board. Approve the contract with PSI for services for TCC during the fiscal year 25 in the amount of $24,115.35. Approve the agreement with the ESC for audiology services in the amount of $59.94.45. Approve changes in the roofing project with Walnut Creek Metals in the amount of $5,060. Approve FMLA for Hallie Price beginning August 16th. Approve FMLA for Jill Swingerman beginning approximately October 9th, 2024. And approve the following donations: Jeff Mathias Realty and Pioneer 360, and those are for the Student of the Month programs.
I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
So moved.
And a second.
A second.
Any questions?
I did want to explain the Walnut Creek Metals change. They have to do an edge for like an ice edge at the edge, and that had to be a change for that, and $1,560 while they're there. We're having the Quaker ladies little roof done. It would have been 3,000 if they take their equipment and have to come back
Back into
later.
it.
Anything else? Call the roll?
Mr. Ricklick?
Yes.
Ms. Fontana?
Yeah.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Mrs. Botworth?
Yes, we have multiple personnel items. There are a few resignations that have trickled in over the summer were basically all effective at the end of the school year. We have also still been having quite a few hirings taking place. So whole list of classified personnel as well as certified personnel. We have a few supplementals listed and some substitutes at the bottom of the page, substitute teachers at the bottom of the page, and then our substitutes for other classifications are on the next page. And then we have a whole host of volunteers that we are now approving, classroom volunteers, band volunteers, and athletic volunteers. And if I could have a motion, take any questions on this.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Questions? Call the roll?
Mr. Ricklick?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Motion carries.
We have two additional volunteers that we needed to have a separate vote on. So if I could have a motion, glad to take questions on that as well.
On both.
What can we do?
Yeah.
I'll second it.
I did.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Any concerns or anything about those?
When I say me, no.
Call the roll?
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. Ricklick?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Stay.
Motion carries.
Committee report, as always, draw your attention to the fact that the Business Advisory Council information and minutes is linked there to our website. And I'll take just a second. If you haven't checked out our new website, make sure that you do. It is still a work in progress. Lots of things I can think of that we want to add to make it a little more engaging and a little better, but hopefully you will agree and notice that the information is a lot clearer and easier to find, and the pictures are up to date. And I can tell you it is way easier to navigate from a user perspective as well, or from someone who's trying to upload content. So I'm excited about that.
A lot of positive feedback.
Good.
So far, yeah.
Good.
It's been great.
Facility-wise, just wanted to mention that, and I saw this on the social medias, that our maintenance building is painted and looking very nice in Quaker red and black. And the football stands are almost completed, but usable. I think they're still putting the skirting around and stuff like that, but they are ready to go for football games. So those are ready to go. Anybody have any other committee reports? Great. Assistant Superintendent report?
Aside from the monthly financial reports, I have signed application from QPA, and I'm just waiting on the signed application from QDA. It's just a matter of getting their signatures. So I'll start my review of those two entities for contracts. And then also tomorrow, just to let you know, we welcome 21 new teachers into our new teacher day. We start with a breakfast at the Kiwanis. They honor Dover, Buckeye, us, and TCC. Then we come back here and we have a day full of speakers and presenters that are going to fill their heads till explosion. This year we're doing quick hitter half hours of different information. So very excited about that group. As a cause for comparison, Dover's bringing 3 new teachers and we're bringing 21. So I'm looking forward to intimidating them as we have breakfast tomorrow. So yeah.
Dover, not our teachers.
What's that?
Dover.
Dover's taking 3, yeah.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the QDA, QPA financials?
So moved. Second.
Any questions? Call the roll?
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. Ricklick?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Mrs. Butler?
I just have two more items here for your approval. I'm going to ask that you approve the MOU with New Philly Education Association requiring the OTES 2.0 walkthrough requirements. That is our teacher evaluation system. And here in our final year of our negotiated agreement, we discovered a discrepancy in what we had negotiated with what the law requires. So the law requires that we do two. We had said you only have to do one. And we got into a little bit of a pickle because we had a conflict this year. So this will bring us in alignment with the law. And then item B, I'm going to ask that you approve the 2024-2025 transportation routes for this year. And just kudos to Johnny Ray and Brittany Ruth, who have worked very, very, very hard this summer to get those done in a timely fashion. The letters have all been sent out to parents. And they just did a really nice job. Really want to give them a lot of credit for that. But they do need approval by the board.
I have a motion to accept the superintendent's report
So moved.
and a second.
Second.
Any questions from Mrs. Lotley? Call the roll.
Mr. Ricklick,
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock,
Yes.
Mr. McMath,
Yes.
Mr. Galantine,
Yes.
Ms. Fontana,
Yes.
motion carries.
Do you have a motion to enter into executive session for the purpose to consider the investigation of complaints against a public employee?
I'll move.
And do I have a second?
Second.
Call the roll.
Mrs. Schrock,
Yes.
Ms. Fontana,
Yes.
Mr. McMath,
Yes.
Mr. Galantine,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ricklick,
Yes.
motion carries. We're in executive.
We are in executive